good morning, gang. We are live from Fly on the Wall Productions. Nice to have you on board. Pick of the week today is what Roger Hill's saying. Sunshine, a little taste of early summer, temps upper 70s to lower 80s across western Vermont. Low humidity levels, still a very high fire danger. Winds are going to be out of the west at around 10 miles an hour. So, not the time to have any burning going on, brush burning or otherwise at your house. Clear skies tonight. We got a few high clouds. Going to be mild, 45 to 55. I like the sound of that. Friday looks like a lot of sunshine tomorrow with a few high clouds in upper 70s. Real nice. Weekend at this point, 75. Some sunshine on Saturday. My God. If your motorcycle is not out of storage yet, this would be the weekend to do it. Also, some sunshine on Sunday to finish up the weekend, but maybe some sprinkles in there as well. At around 65 to 70 degrees. I absolutely love the sound of this. I want to bring on Devin Fox this morning, and we're going to jump right in. Good morning, buddy. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hey, good morning. Can you hear me?
We got you.
Nice.
How are you? And where are you? And why are you not here in Vermont yet?
First, I'm not doing too shabby. Second, where am I? I'm lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Yep. So when are you making your way here?
Soon.
Okay.
Hopefully.
All right.
As soon as it warms up a little bit, right?
So how are things up there in Alaska? It was a cold winter for you.
I mean, it was bitter. I was just finishing some of the last of my seal blubber that we keep that in the pantry.
Right.
And you get a little bit tired of it after a while.
That's good. And all the birds too. And you still have that bird sanctuary?
Yep. Mostly penguins.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a sanctuary for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I find when you hang out too long with a bunch of penguins, you start kind of walking like they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like when you move to the South and you start getting a Southern accent when you never had one. Same thing.
That is the same thing. You're right. And you just be careful, bud, because mental health is very important right now. And, you want to make sure that you're still talking to people and not all of those birds in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not crazy, dude. If you're trying to insinuate that I'm losing it, I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
Not insinuating.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, not insinuating that at all.
I didn't mean to interrupt
never
you.
would do that.
No, go ahead.
This may go down in the record books as possibly the oddest start to aired out in history.
It might.
But listen,
although I've seen some pretty odd starts. But
I'm sure you have. I just want to do a brief podcast this morning. I've got an appointment that I need to get to. But
can I translate? Can I translate what you just said?
Yeah, please.
Devin, try not to talk too much, okay? Okay, bud?
You got that text I sent you this morning, I see.
Yes, I did.
Got it. Listen, I wanted to bring you on on a serious note here so that you could just tell people what's going on with our website, which I've been asking you to make now for, 1978. Well, 1970 would be...
Or is it the other way around? And maybe
52 years.
Maybe I've been after you for 52 years to get a website, and you finally just pulled the trigger on it. Maybe that's the truth to it.
The conversation over the last 5 years between the two of us, and let's be just honest here, has been, dude, are you going to make a website? Yeah. What do you want? I don't know. You tell me. No, you tell me. No, you tell me. No, you tell me. No, you tell me. But I'm finally glad that you just kind of took the wheel and said, this has got to be done. We're going to do this. So tell me about the website. What is it? And what is it now? And what is it going to be becoming?
Yeah. So the other part of that conversation was me saying, dude, you need a website. You got to have a central hub to everything, right? And
right.
I think that's even more important nowadays with social media platforms and the way algorithms work and how sometimes how sensitive algorithms can be.
Yeah.
Can you fully be invested in just one platform? I don't think so. And I think having a website now gives that central hub that gets out to all your social media platforms. The other thing is, I don't think a lot of people realize how all over the internet you are, right? A lot of viewers come to you through Facebook. A lot of viewers come to you through YouTube. But do you realize, I know you do, but you viewers, do you realize that Aired Out is on iHeartRadio? It's on Google Podcasts. It's on Spotify. It's all over the internet. So what we've done with your website is kind of create that central hub. People can go to the site, airedoutvt.com, and they can see everywhere you are on the internet. And a good advantage to that is if you can't sit here and watch the show, you can go to iHeartRadio or your favorite podcast platform and listen to the show while you're driving, while you're at work. So, but yeah, a lot of people I don't think realized how everywhere on the internet you are.
Yeah. And much thanks to you for that, getting us hooked up with Podchaser and Podcast Addict and GeoSavan, and you said iHeart.
iHeartRadio. That was a challenging one to, I remember us working together on that back in the day to get you on iHeart, get you on all of those platforms.
Spotify. What's Amazon Music was the other one that I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Yep, Amazon Music. So people can visit your site right now, airedoutvt.com, and check out all those different places. So, like for example, for audio podcasts, when I listen to the audio podcast of your show, my personal preference, my favorite is Google Podcasts.
Okay.
But everybody has a preference who listens to audio podcasts. Mine just happens to be Google Podcasts. It's pretty streamlined, works really good. It's on my desktop. It's on my Android phone. But yeah, they can visit your site and actually see all the different places you are.
Yeah, and if you want to see a seriously good-looking guy and you want to see the cameras, then you go.
Is my picture on your site?
It's actually. No, I was talking about me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, great looking. I mean, handsome as can be.
Then you would go on the Facebook and YouTube. But if you want to get the audio version, you can go pretty much anywhere you get your podcasts.
And from your website, people can get to all of those. So right on the main page, I coded a couple buttons, for example, right on the main page that will bring people. If you click on Live on Facebook, for example, it will bring you right to that page where if you're live, they'll be viewing you. Yeah. Same with YouTube. Live on YouTube, you click that button and you'll go right to the live section on your YouTube channel.
Now, are you watching or listening right now live while you're on?
No, and the reason is if I did that,
yes,
please. And I'm on your show,
please explain.
There would be a delay that would cause me to not be able to speak.
Yes.
That's the only reason that I'm not watching live right now. But I see there's a number of people that are watching.
Yes. In our days of radio, we are quite used to speaking with a 30-second delay.
Yes.
Which can frankly damage some brain cells and really cause some residual bad stuff neurologically in your mind.
Without diving into the gory details of behind the scenes radio stuff, I remember some of the equipment we had to deal with back in the day that we'll just say had major delays to it. I remember doing remote broadcasts out in Hardwick where that system went down, the system I had to listen to in order to know we were on the air. And then what happened was all I could hear was the speakers in the parking lot of the business we were at.
Right.
And I believe we were broadcasting at a Subway that day. And it was like just enough of a delay that you start talking.
Yeah.
And I managed to hammer through it.
And then sometimes we would have to rip our headphones off and put both of our fingers in our ears at the same time.
Yeah. And hold a microphone.
I know. It's amazing.
That's professionalism.
You've got everything. Everything is linked up here. It's not a overly busy.
No,
page.
And that's the thing. This is one of the types of sites that I do the most of, and it's what I call a business card site. So there's static pages, and they range anywhere from, some sites I do have just 2 pages, and some have as many as 15 or a few more than 15 of these types. And this is what I call a business card site, and I do these very inexpensively. I include free minor updates every month.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I was prepared today, in case anybody's listening that is in need of having a website like yours, a business card site, that if you go to my website, which you can get to at the bottom of yours, I have a link, purelyepic.com, or you can just type that in and go directly to my site. If any viewers of your show or listeners go to my site, fill out the contact form, and just mention, I heard you guys talking about this on Aired Out, I'm going to offer free hosting of these business card sites through the end of this year for the rest of 2023.
Whoa.
You just have to mention that you heard us talking about this on Aired Out. And if you end up buying a business card site from me, you get free hosting through the end of 2023.
Wow.
I think
we're on it right now. We're on it right now. If anyone glances down at their screen, they're going to see it purelyepic.com. That's fantastic, man.
Yeah. Another thing I want to mention about your site that I really want people to look at and think about using if they need it, and I think we're going to be adding a little bit to this, is if you go to the upper right corner of airedoutVT.com, you'll see Contact Us. And if you hover over it, 3 things pop down: show suggestions, advertise with us, and general contact. So if you have an idea for a show for Aired Out that you would like to share with JD Green, then click on show suggestions and fill out the form, and that goes directly to JD Green. And you can put your idea for a show in there, be as descriptive as you want to be. Also, if you want to advertise with Aired Out, what an amazing opportunity. Your show, the impressions that your show gets monthly is absolutely incredible. And it's an amazing opportunity for potential advertisers. If you want to advertise with the show, there's a form for that as well under Contact Us. And then there's a general contact.
Jeez.
One of the things I was going to run by you, maybe we should talk about off air, but I'll throw it at you now. I was thinking about adding something for, like, if somebody wants to submit a community event, like a potluck supper, fundraiser, things like that, having an additional form that's for like a community calendar or something like that.
That is something that I think would be imperative because we are constantly,
Mm-hmm.
Raylene especially, getting bombarded with that. And
Mm-hmm.
We really could use some help getting a one-stop portal for that information to go to, because frankly it's overwhelming. I mean, and that's I think that's a good problem to have, because there's so much going on in this community. It's unbelievable, Devin.
Yeah, I love it when I talk to people And they'll sometimes you talk to somebody like, oh my God, so busy, so busy, so much going on, so busy. You're kind of like that, right? And I
No.
always think in the back of, yeah, a little, just a little. I always think in the back of my mind, think about the alternative. What if you weren't busy at all?
Sure.
I mean,
Right.
that can kind of sound nice, like
Yeah.
a vacation on a beach. But
Yeah.
what if you just literally had nothing going on,
Right.
right? So it is amazing to be in the middle of all this and be so busy. So airedout.vt.com 2.0, you wanted me to mention a little bit
Yeah.
about what's happening in the future for airedout.vt.com. And in the future, this is one type of site that I do. It's the one I do the most of, and this is what I call, again, a business card site. There's another level of website that I produce that is one that contains what's called a content management, and that's where somebody can go in and post content within their site.
Yeah.
They can. Can you still hear me all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So they can go in, log in the back end as a website owner and manage content, post pictures and different things. And then so for airedout.vt.com 2.0, when we put the content management site in place, you're going to be able, you and Raylene post so much content to social media. You're going to be able to do that in one place and then share that out to all your social media platforms. And that comes in handy for a lot of different businesses. There's a lot of businesses that could do very well with this business card style site. I've done sites for wholesale supply companies like this, for service companies like there's one I just did for a trapping company, who, if you have squirrels in your attic, they'll go get them out. They do very well with a site like this. People that have pressure washing companies, that's a really common one. This type of business card site does really well for that.
Wow.
But when your needs rise above that level of a site, then it turns into what's called a content management system. And those sites cost more, but it's because they do more and they're a lot more involved.
And that's
all
coming.
The way up to, yeah, that's coming with airedout.vt.com. JD just has to save up a little more cash, and no, but yeah, that's what's going to be airedout.vt.com 2.0 is a site that has more of a content management system in the background to manage the huge amount of content that you guys produce on social media platforms.
Yeah, it's gotten to the point here, especially over the last year, where Raylene and I are having conversations of wow. The volume of information that's coming in is pretty massive. It's pretty massive, and our community is dialed into us, and it's not just here in Barrie, but it's all over Central Vermont and beyond too. So
yeah, I mean, I see some of the analytics for your website already, and I believe it was Finland. You have some people in Finland that have been visiting your website. So multiple countries around the world.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
People dig it.
What else was I going to ask you about? There's a lot of stuff that we want to do with you once you're boots in the ground here. A lot of different stuff.
I want to start doing some shows with you, man.
Would absolutely love it. I mean, what can we say? You just got to get out of that log cabin up there in Alaska. I'm not sure why you're still there. But we want to rig up some cameras outside. We just want to step it up and do some really interesting things here on North Main Street in Barrie.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good things coming for Aired Out, including the having the ability to take some cameras out on the street in the middle of a show and go mobile, or having the ability to do remote video broadcasts.
Yes.
From the Tunbridge Fair, or just different cool places, back to the studio and then out to everybody live.
Yeah.
I think is a real exciting thing to think about for Aired Out.
Well, we can't, we can't wait for you to get here. I've been saying that for the last 15 years, and I hope it's not going to be another 15, but just hurry up and get here, pal. And thank you for everything that you've done. We greatly appreciate it. Again, airedoutvt.com. Devin Fox, our creator of that, behind purelyepic.com. Which is your business. Folks can get in touch with you and see what you can do. What's the easiest way to get in touch with you, to contact you?
Easiest, quickest, go to my website, purelyepic.com, and click on the contact form, and that comes directly to me. Obviously nobody puts their cell phone numbers out on the internet, or you'll get bombarded with sales calls, but fill out the contact form. It comes directly to me. I'm very responsive almost all the time, unless I'm just insanely busy.
All right.
Fill out the contact form. In that form, when you fill it out, if you're looking for a business card site like this, I'll mention it one more time. If you mention the fact that you heard us talking about this on Aired Out, and you buy a business card site from me, I'm going to host that site for free through the end of 2023.
Okay.
And that hosting value is anywhere from $8.99 to $15 to $20 a month. It ranges. It depends.
Wow.
But that's a good value. And all you have to do is mention that you heard this on Aired Out, and I'm going to give that to you if you buy a business card site from me.
Fantastic. Thank you, brother. Thanks for coming on this morning.
Can we do a show soon about beer?
Beer?
Yes.
Bet your ass we can. Of course we can.
The beer and steak show.
All right.
With JD and Devin Fox.
Next week for sure. Okay?
All right, man.
All right, buddy. Love you, pal. Don't forget, tomorrow morning at about 9 o'clock or shortly after, Jason Gauthier is going to be in here with some really breaking news that we are so excited to share with you. Of course, Gauthier's Quality Grounds and Maintenance in Orange, one of our presenting sponsors, has been since the very beginning. As a matter of fact, I think he was possibly the very first sponsor that we ever had. He'll be in here tomorrow morning with some groundbreaking. Where's my bell? Groundbreaking news. I can't wait to share with you. Tomorrow night at 5:30, Shep's going to be in here. We're going to be podcasting about sports, local sports mostly, but also talking about the NFL draft, which is going to be underway on the 27th, I think, of April. She may or may not have a special guest with her, which I have nothing to do with. I don't want to even lead on who that may be, but 5:30 tomorrow night, we're going to have some fun on the air. The Hot Wing contest over at the Billtown Roadhouse to benefit the Stephen Tracy organization is on. Green lights for Saturday, 4 to 6, with Crazy Country doing the live music. We'll have, I think they were originally hoping for 10 contestants. There's going to be much more than that. 461-9952 to register over at the Billtown Roadhouse. Of course, you can always get on their social media and reach out to them that way. Just give them your name. Tell them you're going to be there. Bring a $20 bill with you. You can pay your registration fee right there. Get there around 3:30 or so, because the hot wing eating contest is going to be underway at 4 o'clock sharp. I will be one of the contestants. Raylene is going to be emceeing it. It's going to be a lot of fun. 6.5 million Scoville units is the hottest wing that will be consumed by someone, and I think I know who the final two are that it's going to come down to, and I am definitely not one of them. My prediction is that I will be one of the top 5 that will be tapping out right off the bat. So anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun. Bikers Against Child Abuse, the Vermont chapter, is going to be there with us. It's going to be a fantastic day. So that is Saturday. Big stuff coming up. And then on Sunday, I want to mention this, Pack 717 Cub Scouts right here in the Granite City. They're going to have a live cake auction that is going to be over at the Elks Lodge starting at 1 o'clock on Sunday. The kids are making cakes. They put them all out on display. I'll be the auctioneer, and we're going to auction them off. 100% of the proceeds going to Adventures for PAC 717 as we approach the summer. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Sunday at 1 o'clock. You can have a look and scroll through our Aired Out Facebook page, and you will see the advertisement for that right on there. Once again, we're looking at a pretty nice day today. Pick of the week for sure. Summertime temps, upper 70s to low 80s is what Roger Hill is saying. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Listen, on a serious note, to close out this morning, we do have the information on little Declan that has been posted up on our Facebook page. Raylene has been diligently watching and paying attention to that story and that situation with Declan's family. So we have the very latest on that and all of the information, which is quite sad to read, but it is on our page, and Raylene does a great job keeping everybody up to speed on what's going on in our community. The good stuff and the not so good stuff. So that's on there. Do have a look, glance through the page, get caught up, get informed with what's happening, and we will catch you tomorrow morning. Thanks, everybody. Be well. God bless.